My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters in humanity, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Today, the 21st of March 2019, my dear brother Abu Bakr sent me a video of this deceiver here, in which he talks about our beloved Prophet, Quran, and the accursed, the devil. So without further ado, let's go to him and listen to him and see what he is saying. So go ahead.
Quran says in chapter 81 verse 25,
وَمَا هُوَ بِقَوْلِ شَيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ,
which means,
right, as you can see, that gentleman, though he is a liar and a deceiver, I'm gonna call him gentleman. He starts with this, that the Quran says that, the Quran is not the word of the outcast Shaitan, Satan. Now to him, this is a proof that the narrator or the author of the Quran shows his need to tell people that this Quran is not from Shaitan. Therefore, this is the word of Shaitan. Now, I'm going to show you, audience, and him what Quran says about Shaitan. He goes around, of course, the way of every deceiver out there. They cherry pick verses out of context only to prove something. Yeah, let me show you something here. Right here I'm going to show you verses that talks about Satan. Okay, so Quran 23:97 say, "My Lord, I seek refuge in you from the whispers of the devils." Next verse, "And I seek refuge in you, my Lord, lest they come near me." Now, you guys can just Google this. All you need to say to Google it, Satan in the Quran, the word Satan in the Quran. So let's just read, okay, randomly. Here, Quran 2:208. O you who believe, you shall embrace total submission. Do not follow the steps of Satan. Yeah, so just imagine someone talking to you, yet telling you, don't listen to me. Whatever I'm saying is a lie. Yet, he is telling you that. What do? Well, you see, here's the Quran, clear and plain and explicit. Do not follow the steps of Satan. And I apologize because I don't have my teeth. I don't have my denture. But you can read. You don't need me to read for you. For he is your most ardent enemy. Yeah? Okay. Quran chapter 6, verse 142. Some livestock supply you with transportation as well as bedding materials. Eat from God's provisions to you, and do not follow the steps of Satan. He is your most ardent enemy. Yeah? Quran 2:30. Recall that your Lord said to the angels, I am placing a representative, a temporary God on earth. Well, sorry, this translation here is totally wrong. It's a vicegerent. Okay, the Quran in the Arabic says Khalifa, a vicegerent on earth. They said Will you place therein one who will spread evil therein and shed blood? While we sing. Oh, this translation is really bad. Your praises glorify you and uphold your absolute authority. He said, I know what you do not know. Okay, so just some, you can read. Okay, what's this? He said, what prevented you from prostration when I ordered you? He said, I am better than he. You created me from fire, and I created him created him from mud. He said, therefore you must go down, for you are not to be arrogant here. Get out, you are debased. So it's just to show the enmity between that. The Quran talks about the enmity between mankind and Satan. Okay, when he in here you can see the verses that talks about Satan disobeying Allah. Quran chapter 4 verse 120. He promises them and entices them. What the devil promises is no more than an illusion. You can read here too. Now all this is just to show you that the Quran teaches us that the devil, Satan, is our enemy. Only for this man here to come and show you this verse. He could have shown you many others, but he wanted to say that, well, why is Muhammad, as if Muhammad is saying the Quran. We believe that the Quran is from Allah. Muhammad was only the messenger. Okay, so he's saying, why would he say that? Was he accused? Well, hello, was there any prophet or messenger of God that was not accused of being the soldier or servant of Satan? Any? Take Jesus, take Moses, take any other. Let's read Matthew chapter 12 verses 22 to 32. We'll go straight to 24. The story of the man who was possessed by a demon, brought to Jesus. He healed him. And what do the Pharisees say? So blah 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 blah, only with the help of Beelzebul, that is Satan, the ruler of demons. So Jesus was accused to be whatever, a demon worshipper or a Satan worshipper, or working for Satan. Another verse. I just thought I would show you some more verses. Surah Maryam chapter 19 from verse 44. O my father, do not worship Satan. Indeed, Satan has ever been to the most merciful disobedient. So Satan has been disobedient to the most merciful, who is Allah here. The word in Arabic is Rahman, meaning to the Lord God. Now another verse is chapter 2 verse 36. This is the story of Adam and Eve. But Satan caused them to split out of it and removed out of the mercy of God, and when they were in the Garden of Eden of it, and removed them from that condition, the mercy of God, in which they had been. And we said, now is God, the Lord, Allah, Elohim, Yahweh, Adonai, is talking to Adam and Eve. He said, go down, all of you. Now even the devil, even Satan, as enemies to one another. So human and Satan. And you will have upon the earth a place of settlement, and provision for a time. More verses. Yeah. And if it should happen that a prompting from Satan stirs thee up, seek refuge with God. Behold, he is all hearing, all knowing. Okay? Meaning Allah. God is the all hearing, all knowing. Another one. Verily, verily, they who are conscious of God bethink themselves of him whenever any dark suggestion from Satan touches them. Those who fear Allah, when a thought of evil from Satan assaults them, bring Allah to remembrance when lo they see aright. Now whenever thou happen to read this Quran, seek refuge with God from Satan the accursed. Now this actually put this verse here, put this man here into the bin, and all what he's going to be saying all around here into the bin. Why I'm saying that? Of course, as you can read, whenever thou happen to read this Quran, meaning we're talking about, because this man here is talking about the Quran. So the Quran itself says that whenever you read the Quran, seek refuge with God from Satan the accursed, because Satan wouldn't want you to be in touch with Allah, with God, the one true God. So he would come and whisper to you. When thou dost read the Quran, seek Allah's protection from Satan, the rejected one. Chapter 16, verse 98. That's that. These are different translations. So what that deceiver is trying to say is, because in that verse where he showed that verse, where's that verse? This one here, and it, the Quran, is not the word of the outcast Shaitan. He implies some dirty things, and I don't know why he does that, and I don't care, because my aim is the audience. You guys can check it out. Here you can read. Okay? And if a whisper from the devil reach thee, O Muhammad, then seek refuge in Allah. He is the hearer, the knower. Okay? So Mr. whatever your name is, I don't care what your name, where you're from, you are exposed. You're lying to people, you're deceiving them. Okay? Now I want to move on to this. See? This one here. I want you guys to understand one thing, that we Muslims are not allowed to draw figurines like this. What do you see here? These, according to him, are images of the devil. Okay? We are forbidden. It is haram in Islam. It is forbidden. It is prohibited to draw any images. There are some people go to the extreme not to have even your own selfie or someone's selfie, and I consider that very extreme. It is not right. But to go to the point and draw the devil, this is outrageous in Islam. Let me draw your attention to something else. This bit here. What is that? What do you mean? What do you think this is? You all know that this is the Star of David. This is Jewish. This is Hebrew writing. That at the top is some sort of Arabic mixed Persian. But we'll leave that. Okay? These talismans, these drawings are used in some sort of voodoo, some Kabbalah practices. They're not from Islam. Okay, this man here is such a deceiver. This man, remember his face? Where's his face? This man here is such a deceiver. He goes to non-Islamic sources, brings them up there, and he wouldn't even tell you or show you where he got them from. That photo, I don't know where he got it from, but he just brings it up, and he was, oh, you see that? You see that? Oh, this is the white one. Yeah, hello, we can see it's the white one on the photo. Yeah, you don't need to tell us that. But that has got nothing to do with Islam. Now, he will come to you and tell you, oh, here are the sources, the sources of where he gets it from. Yeah? So what he does is goes and grabs a book, takes this is the first page in a book. Soon after the cover, you get this is the book. But he wouldn't even tell you what section, what volume, what page, nothing. He just goes straight to that. Yeah, and he goes straight to this bit in here, and he reads the Arabic. He wants to impress people. Oh, he even reads Arabic. Wow, awesome. Hello, anyone can read Arabic. Christian Prince can read Arabic way better than this man. And many millions of Arab Christians, they can read Arabic. So they can just bring this and read it. Okay, so it's not a big deal, sir. It's not a big deal. The problem with you, a liar and deceiver like you, is like almost all of them take it from Christian Prince and David Wood and that what's his name, the apostate prophet, and the others, all of them. They will take just a square like this, a snapshot, the bottom line, what he wants to show, and he wouldn't show you what's above it, because what's above it is actually saying that this bit here is a false narration, is a false, non-authentic quotation. Yet, of course, yeah. And he brings big words. Oh, At-Tabari, Al-Qurtubi. These people are historians. They will bring anything that they will find, and of course convey it to people, because they are historians. It's only normal they will bring in whatever has been said about any topic, and that is the honesty of a historian, to bring in whatever has been said. What I wanted to show you is that this man in here is referring to the verses which he and many others call the satanic verses. Okay, I will show you that he is a liar and a deceiver. When this man left Christianity first time and embraced Islam, he actually proved that this allegation was false. Okay, so he came and he refuted Christianity and upheld Islam and proved Islam to be the true religion. And then 16 years later, I think 16 or 12 or 16 years later, he turns back from the Islam and the one true God back to the cult of worshipping one human being as God. And now he's refuting it back. But you see, our scholars and our brothers and sisters in Islam has actually worked on that. So here's the thing. What that deceiver and Christian deceiver, whom you guys call Christian Prince, actually do get this information from is from a book called Tarikh al-Rusul wal-Muluk, commonly known as Tarikh al-Tabari. Tarikh, the word Tarikh means history. Okay, so let's read a bit. I really want you to read yourself, so you pause and read. I don't have my denture on my mouth, so kind of finding it hard to pronounce few letters. First of all, we ought to know that Tarikh at-Tabari is not a hadith book. Okay? I need you guys to understand this. At-Tabari, where he gets his stuff from, the word here, Tabari, is not, okay, is not a hadith book. It's this, where he gets this, Tabari. The book is not Tabari, but it's from Tafsir at-Tabari. They all get it from there. Anyone, they just go and get that from there. So it's not a hadith book, but it is a history book. Okay, thus its authenticity level is far below than any hadith book. In fact, it is one of the earlier books giving much raw material about the life of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and generations immediately after him. Everything in it is not necessarily true. Imam Tabari himself writes in his preface, okay, let him who examines this book of mine know that I have relied as regards everything I mention therein, which I stipulate to be described by me, solely upon what has been transmitted to me by way of reports which I cite therein, and traditions which I ascribe to their narrators. Okay, so he hears from someone and he reports it, and it's all from the narrator. Okay, to the exclusion of what may be apprehended by rational argument or deduced by the human mind, except in, okay, read, but I'll just get to this. Hence, if I mention in this book a report about some men of the past, which the reader of or of listener finds, it should be or, which the reader or listener finds objectionable or worthy of censure because he can see no aspect of truth nor any factual substance therein, let him know that this is not to be attributed to us, but to those who transmitted it to us, and we have merely passed this on as it has been passed on to us. So it is all about some people narrating some stuff to others, and this man reported it. Okay, so he has only rendered what he heard, and he left it to us, the readers, to examine the truth of statements through internal and external examination and rational testing. Right, internal examination. Now let's try to read the words which, according to this story, our prophet alleged recited with its context. The words in blue are the words which the Holy Prophet allegedly recited. Okay, remember, the words do not exist in Quran, but people alleged that. Have you seen Lat and Uzza, and another, the third goddess Manat? These are exalted goddesses indeed. Their intercession may be accepted. What? For you, the male sex, and for him. This is Quran. This is what it. From here, it does not exist. Okay, that comes here. For you, the male sex, and for him, the female, is like God is asking. Behold, such would be indeed. This is a figure of speech. Okay, it's not God that is asking because he wants to know. It's a figure of speech. It's like, what? You want me to take this cheap stuff and you take the good stuff? As in here, the male, because they were choosing whatever is male for themselves and whatever female was for God. Anyway, behold, such would be indeed a division most unfair. These are nothing but names which ye have devised, ye and your fathers, for which Allah has sent down no authority whatever. They follow nothing but conjecture and what their own souls desire, even though there has already come to them guidance from their Lord. Now, anyone can observe, unless he is a cynic, of course, like that man there. Where's that man? Is your face? That's him. Yeah, except him. Except a cynic. Now these words nowhere fit in the context, okay? You can see it's just an addition. It is not in the context. How it be that first those pagan deities are praised and in the very next verse condemned? See, it just does not make sense, okay? Very next condemned that you attributed females to God, and if the story is true, then where were all the ever criticizing pagans of Quraysh out of their senses that they prostrated along with Muhammad and the premises, or on the premise that he had praised their deities? What nonsense can be regarded that can be greater than this? Okay, let's get to the external examination. Now this incident happened. Please pause the video and read, okay? I may not be reading properly, so do read for yourself. Now this incident happened just after the immigration to Abyssinia, which is Ethiopia nowadays, that took place in the 5th year after the Holy Prophet announced his prophethood, and it was then when these verses of Surah An-Najm were revealed. Okay, and the verses of Surah Al-Isra, chapter 17, also called Surah Bani Israel, verses in which, as per the story, the Holy Prophet was admonished, were obviously revealed after the incident of Mi'raj that took place in the 12th year after the prophetic call. Okay, you guys read for yourself, okay? And the verse of Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 22, verse 52, to which this man is alleging or referring to, mentioned in the story wherein, as it says, the Holy Prophet was consoled later, were revealed in the 1st year of the Hijrah, meaning many years later. Okay, now if we believe this whole account, then it means that our Holy Prophet, God forbid, praised and worshipped the idols, and so did his companions in the 5th year of the prophetic call, and they were admonished some 6 years later in the year 12. So what's going on? A prophetic call, and when Holy Prophet felt sorry for all this, he was consoled again some 2.5 years later in the 1st year of Hijrah. As you can see, it wouldn't make any sense. Can anything be more ridiculous than this? Is it any way possible? So read for yourself, okay? You can pause it and read. In fact, it was the eloquence and beauty of the Quran depicting its divine origin that made the pagans of Mecca to spontaneously fall down in prostration, on hearing the last verse of Surah. But fall ye down in prostration to Allah and adore Him. The Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, peace be upon him, and his companions prostrated as they were commanded, so in the verse. Okay. All these points are so strong and quieting that we need not to look for the reliability of its narrators, as this can't be true in any case, no matter how strong the chain of narrators may be, but only to give another blow to already fragile references of Christians who use this story. Let us have a look on the options of great scholars, opinions of great scholars about this line of transmission. Ibn Kathir says, all the links of this tradition are unauthentic. Ibn Kathir, like, Christian Prince would go run into Ibn Kathir, but he would never show you this. He would never tell you that Ibn Kathir himself actually refutes that and refuses it. Okay, you can read for yourself. So Shawkani say there is nothing true in it and none of its links is proved. Ibn al-Jawziyah say this is not correct. When Ibn Khuzaymah was asked about it, he said this story has been invented by heretics, and you can read for yourself. Okay. Now someone may say that why then in other two verses Prophet Muhammad has been reproved and then later given a sort of consolation. Let us examine the other two verses as well, so that we chase the evil to its utter helplessness. Okay, according to the story, the Prophet was given a reproof in Surah, and their purpose was, I'm reading the verse, okay, and their purpose was to tempt thee away from that which we had revealed unto thee, to substitute in our name something quite different. In that case, behold, they would certainly have made thee their friend, and had we not given thee strength, thou wouldst nearly have inclined to them a little. In that case, we should have made thee taste an equal portion of punishment in this life, and an equal portion in death, and moreover thou would have found none to help thee against us. Yeah, you guys can read for yourselves, alright? Never did we send a messenger or a prophet before thee, but when he framed a desire, Satan threw some vanity into his desire. But Allah will cancel anything vain that Satan throws in, and Allah will confirm and establish his signs, for Allah is full of knowledge and wisdom. Conclusion. All these above points prove that the story is absolutely baseless. I'm not going to read here, I'll let you read, okay? Now, this is his videos.
Appear to him in the form of the angel Gabriel. This demon,
as you can see,
into reciting the words of Satan, because this demon known.
You see what he does here? As every other deceiver, he would never show you where he is getting this from. Okay? Not only that, but he would add into it stuff that are not in it. Okay, I'm going to show you where he got it from and see for yourself if it has any relation to our Prophet. Here, this website where he got it from is called jinfandom.com. Okay, these are a group of voodoo and some Kabbalah practitioners, and they use these things. And here, invocation, they invoke Satan, okay, and they use these stuff. And here, this is what they read. It is in here in Arabic, but as you can see here, it is transliterated, and they use these stuff in order to get to whatever they want, they're looking for. So, and these are the talismans they use for their witchcraft. Okay, so this photo here has got nothing to do with Islam, has got nothing to do with our beloved Prophet. Where he got it from is, of course, only a dirty mind like him and a demon worshipper like him would go to get stuff from. We as Muslims have never touched such a thing. This, I showed you earlier, the star and the Hebrew writings and all, though it is translated into Arabic here, but its origin is Kabbalah. Kabbalism is taken from some magic users in the world. I don't know what's the origin. It's not our topic. I just wanted to show you where he got this from, and of course, because all this stuff here is saying, yeah, it's related to a day and to a color and Gabriel and all that. So he goes and shows you only a bit of it. Okay, as you can see, he took only this bit like this and shows you a bit from here and here, and he adds to it. Okay, so Mr. what's your name again? I don't care. You are a dirty liar. Okay, just prove. I want you guys to read for yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Is there any reference to our beloved Prophet? Anything to do with our Prophet? Anything to say that our Prophet in here is talking to this Satan, whom he calls the White One? Of course not. It has got nothing to do with us. So, you know, look, they fast 40 days, sake of God, only to do this, their own God. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna leave that to you. I just wanted to show you where this deceiver get his information from. Now I want to take you guys, because what he did is he shows this bit here and says, oh, this man here, Ibn Abbas, is a very close companion of our beloved Prophet, and that he says that there was this Abu, this white one, and he let's hear him.
Ibn Abbas, one of Muhammad's closest companions.
See, that's what he's saying, that this hadith has been narrated by him. It is an utter lie. Okay, yes, I'm gonna show you a couple of things. So what I did is I got to the place where actually it speaks. It's a long one. This is called Tafsir Kabir. This is what Mr. Christian Prince uses. So I took a bit from here to translation. Here's the bit I took, and here you can read for yourselves. You compose it and read it. I'm going to read a quick read. So, as for the Sunnah, it is narrated from Muhammad bin Ishaq ibn Khuzaymah that he was asked about this story. He said, this is a situation of heretics, and a book has been classified in it. There was a whole book about this, that it was an utter lie. Imam al-Bukhari, of course we all know that Imam al-Bukhari said in his Sahih that the Prophet read this, recited the surah, and all the Muslim, the polytheistic, the people, and the oath were worshipped, and there is no hadith from al-Gharaniq, this whatever he's calling the deities of the pagans. This hadith is narrated from many ways, and it is not at all the hadith of al-Gharaniq. The hadith that he is talking about is not the hadith of the Gharaniq, and it is not authentic, and we don't even use it. He can show us if he is good at that. I know he is good at lying, but I don't know if he's good at bringing the truth.
Various sources identify Al-Abyad with Monday. Sometimes he is identified as the Lord of Monday, and
there he goes again. He goes to that satanic website and he says, oh look, it is the word of the Lord of Monday. Oh, and listen to him.
And also as one of the 7 kings of the jinn demons associated with Monday. Now, why do you think this identification is so important?
Oh, you're going to tell us now. Though you go around to some satanic website and you want us to actually, just because you're linking something evil like you to our Islamic traditions, that's it. We should take it as it is. And later on in this video, you're going to tell us what to do. Let's listen to you.
Well, what day of the week do you think Muhammad received the first revelation of the Quran?
Whoa, big deal. So, hello. Just because our beloved Prophet received the revelation on Monday and that's it, it is related to your white man or white thing, white demon? This is crazy. You put words in our mouth, and just because something happened on Monday, that's it. Anything else? So if someone commits a suicide on Monday, that's it. Monday is the day of suicide. Is that what it is? And everyone shall or has to die on a Monday, or every child, every baby born on Monday is cursed. It's so rubbish. You come here and you tell people so much nonsense. You should be ashamed of yourself.
For the answer, I turn you to this award-winning biography of Muhammad.
Big deal. Award-winning. Yeah, show us. It's going to show that the first revelation was on Ramadan 27 Monday.
Called the Sealed Nectar.
Is it?
Which informs us on page 68 that it was on a Monday.
Oh.
I think you now get the point.
No, sir. This is a lie. It's not a point. We get the lie. We get the lie. Just because something happened on Monday and there is a king or a devil associated with the day, with Monday, that's it. So whatever happens in the world is from that king or that devil. This is so much nonsense. I can't believe people like you and anyone else would even think about it and spend some time on this. Oh, God.
Dear Muslims, in this short video,
Look, don't call us dear and come and tell us all this rubbish. Okay? You have proven nothing. You only have proven that you are a deceiver, a liar, and a cheater. That's all you prove.
I've proven that your Prophet Muhammad.
You've proved that you are a liar, a deceiver. I proved that you are a liar and a deceiver. Okay? And that's it. I'm not going to waste more time on you. The video is already 43 minutes. You are refuted, debunked, and you are exposed. You're lying. You are using some of the dirtiest websites, which are satanic worshippers. If you were not interested, you wouldn't go into those websites and bring them and try to convince us that Monday is the day of the devil or the white devil like you. Sorry, sir, but you are exposed. Okay? There it is for you. Of course, I'm only doing that. I respect your lie because you're a human being, a fellow human being. And I will end with this. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters in humanity, Assalamu alaikum. Peace upon you, and consider Islam for yourself. The one and true God. This man left Islam and he is now looking into Satan worshippers' websites. Allah Hafiz.